Hello, and welcome to this powerful hypnosis and NLP audio program from Hypnosis Live. This session can really help you to change your life, and we would like to congratulate you on taking an important step toward personal growth and self-improvement. So, get comfortable, sit back, relax, and follow the instructions on this recording for maximum results. If you have any questions, search for Hypnosis Live online and get in touch with our team. Thank you for trying out this Hypnosis Live audio program and get ready to make a real, positive difference in your life.
Hello and welcome. You're listening to a very special hypnosis recording from hypnosislive.com. This audio session will enable you to be insanely productive. It will also help you remove any barriers preventing you from having the efficiency and effectiveness you wish, whether these are conscious or unconscious. After using the session, you will feel free to move on with life with confidence, relaxed in your newfound ability to focus on your productivity with ease, and to put things that distract or limit you behind you. Just imagine being able to be insanely productive when you choose, no matter whenever, wherever, or whoever you're with. This program was made with you in mind. It was carefully crafted to help you move deeper into your own self and to begin to shed light on the issues you are facing. This is not meant to be a substitute for counselling or professional help, but rather a companion that is ready to support you whenever you feel you need it. I would like to commend you for taking a step today toward change. You have made a brave choice, and you will be rewarded with greater insight as a result. Please make time in your daily life for reflection and contemplation. If you don't give yourself time and space to grow and mature as an introspective human being, then you are sure to remain in the habits and patterns that have led you toward finding assistance in this hypnosis and NLP session. Let this audio program be a tool in your toolbox, and also collect other tools that will assist you, such as affirmations, positive people around you, healthy eating and living, and stress-reducing exercises like massage, meditation, nature walks, Tai Chi or yoga. You have now decided to take your productivity back into your own hands. Congratulations! Make sure to listen to this recording in the most comfortable location and position that you can. You may choose to use headphones or just listen in a quiet place. Allow your body to relax and your mind will follow along. You will be entering into a hypnotic or trance-like state. You will remain aware in the deep background of your mind, so there is no need to fear any loss of control, being manipulated, or doing anything that you do not want to do. Be okay with the images and scenery that appear. You already experience trance states regularly throughout your day, such as when you daydream or drift in thought, for example. These are simply a natural way for the mind to rest. Meanwhile, your subconscious mind will attempt to organize itself, clearing out the ideas and thoughts that are no longer beneficial for you and holding on to the images and impressions that you need to keep yourself moving forward in your natural path of progression. Listen to this recording daily for optimum success. If you have limited time, then listen every second day. Doing this for 21 days in a row will help to bring you profound results and will probably change your life forever. Please never listen to this while you are handling machinery or driving a vehicle. Refrain from listening while under the influence of drugs, medications or alcohol. And if you happen to suffer from epilepsy or a psychiatric condition, please consult your physician before proceeding. I wish you a pleasant journey into your inner space, and I know that you will have a far greater calm and understanding once you have finished this session. So how come some people get so much more done than others? Since we each have the same 24 hours in every day, it hardly seems reasonable, let alone possible, that some people manage to achieve so much in a day, let alone in their lifetime. Well, those men and women who run companies, whilst publishing best-selling books, and who always seem to have quality time also to spend with their families, work out every day at the gym, all at the same time recording TV shows and making guest appearances on chat shows, they all have a secret. Okay, that may not be you, but you know the kind of person I mean, don't you? Maybe for you, it would be having time for your kids, time for your hobbies, time for reading, as well as slicing through the to-do list like a hot scythe through melted butter. Would you like to know the secret? Well, they combine several things to produce a single human capable of moving what seem to the rest of us to be mountains. The first thing is they leverage time. In other words, they get help. Of course, you can pay for help, but you can also delegate it, swap it for things you can do, or find a host of ways that people will do you favours, such as babysitting, for example, in return for, say, the use of your laptop for the evening, or you take out their dog along with your own, which in turn saves them dog walking time. Get the idea? So that's one thing. Another thing these super efficient people have is that they have focus. Now that doesn't mean they're always super disciplined, although that clearly helps too. It means they know why they're doing what they're doing. They have a purpose for each and every project. They don't live on wishy-washy hope, keeping their fingers crossed that everything will turn out right, or sort of turn out about right. They have a result in mind. And the great thing about that is that there may be more than one way of getting to the same place. So rather than have a list as long as your arm, with all the steps to get from A to Z mapped out, they simply have their eyes firmly set on Z. If you can get directly from A to X, you've just saved yourself around 22 steps, and then you're way ahead of the game. Sometimes you can, and sometimes it's not so obvious. But at least being open to the possibility of those shortcuts is a great help. This isn't a prescription for cutting corners either. It means that the desired outcome is clear in their minds from the start. Reaching it is inevitable, because not reaching it is never an option. In other words, their mindset is never, what if it all goes wrong? But, no matter what happens, I'll just have to find a way to handle it. The next thing these people do is, of course, to take action. But these folks only take action when they're darn sure that action will be a big leap forward towards their goal. They don't dither or procrastinate. But like a cat watching a mouse, they stay focused and still until the exact moment presents itself, and only then do they pounce. It's an all-or-nothing philosophy. They're optimists too. They wouldn't ask such a question, but if they did, the question in their mind would be, what if it all goes right? That's their expectation. Okay, you've been listening, and now it's time to streamline. Streamline the ideas and streamline your mental approach to productivity. Here are the ideas in a nutshell. First, know the result you want. And that means what it will look like, feel like, even what it will taste and smell like if necessary. Secondly, know exactly why you want it. The more definite your purpose, the better motivated you'll be, the more easily you'll inspire and motivate others, and the easier it will be to measure whether you've achieved it or not. So I want to be rich is not a good result to aim for. It's woolly. People who play the lottery tend to have this kind of fuzzy thinking. Most of them think that they'd pay off the mortgage and a couple of credit cards, take a cruise maybe, and help out their family. They never work out how much those things would actually cost. Nor do most of them realise that if they had a really big lottery win, they could still do all of that and have millions left over. And what then? Furthermore, their idea is not focused. Just why do most of these people say they want to be rich? In many cases, though not all, what they really want is some kind of personal freedom. They want time freedom, so they don't have to go to work every day. They want more choices that money can pay for. Thirdly, super-productive people take massive action. They're not afraid of bold strokes, although they aren't reckless with risks either. Equally, they're not afraid to wait for the right moment to move either. Result, purpose, action. It's all in the preparation. The preparation comes from self-belief that you can achieve whatever you set your sights on. Setting your sights means having a clear destination in view, and taking massive action means being the leader and the role model who inspires others. To be both those things, you must be healthy in body and mind, adaptable, which means sometimes being willing to change direction or speed in a split second, and it means giving out, being fair, kind, firm, and faithful to your own vision. Are you ready to be all of that? Are you open to a new way of approaching life? Are you willing to step up and grab the opportunities life is presenting you? Not all of it is low-hanging fruit. Some of it you're going to have to stretch for. But the rewards are worth it beyond measure. Your life will be an adventure. Your achievements will have meaning. You'll be an inspiration to others. And you will have a life most other people only dream about. Remember, you cannot fail. You can only get a result. You have a simple choice right here, right now. You can continue to tiptoe through life and hope to make it safely to death, or you can step out of your comfort zone and fly. Be insanely productive. Assuming you chose the second option, keep listening and we'll begin. You must now find a comfortable position. You can choose to sit back comfortably in a chair or on a sofa, in a recliner or on a bed. Once you have adjusted any restrictions in your clothing and settled into your spot, you can begin to accept the idea of letting go. You are ready now to understand just how easy it can be to let go and be really, really productive. You can begin to allow yourself the permission to enter into a hypnotic state. In fact, go ahead. Tell yourself you are giving yourself full permission to let go, knowing how much better you will feel if you can live free of restrictions on your productivity. In your mind, or even out loud, tell yourself, you are safe. You are eager to travel to the depths of your unconscious mind, to discover the relaxed, confident, super productive person inside. It is important that you believe yourself, that you trust yourself. This moment calls for self-love and trust. Your self-confidence is beginning to increase already as your eyes begin to softly close. I want you to take a deep, slow breath in. And now release the breath. That's good. Notice the quality of your breath. Does the breath flow into your chest or deeper into your belly? Pay attention to the next few breaths and make sure to follow them right down to your belly. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Be open to the idea that you can choose to be as productive as you choose, just as easily as you can allow your breath to go in and out. And as you begin to deepen into this trance, it is necessary that you release any tensions in your body. Starting at your right foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the right leg until you're at the knee, just relaxing. And continue to the right hip. Now do the same for the left leg. Starting at your left foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the left leg to the knee and on until you're at the left hip, just relaxing. Clear any tension in your hips. Let go of your deepest pelvic muscles. You may be clenching tightly and you don't even know it, so just let go. Continue to feel the rise and fall of your belly and let the heaviness of your arms and shoulders sink down and melt away. Feel the openness in the palms of your hands. Feel the expansive breath in your chest and abdomen. Open your jaw to stretch it and then release it. Let your eyes sink into your head until they are floating peacefully. Feel the tingling of the hair on your head and the lightness of the air around your face. You are ready now to move deeper inside, to release your inner you, who is successful and confident and highly productive. I will ask you to open your eyes one more time in a moment, and when you close them again, you will sink into a wonderful floating softness, and you will be ready to take a journey. Okay, open your eyes slightly on your next inhale. Now close them on the exhale and step securely into the most relaxed state of awareness you can imagine. To help you relax deeper, I will lead you on a journey. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen, deep down inside. Of course you are. If you feel yourself drifting away at any time, just focus on the sound and vibration of my voice as they enter into your ears. You are doing so well already. You're beginning to relax more and get more and more productive with every breath you take. You will now begin to go deeper into a state of trance. I want you to picture yourself standing at the edge of a deep lake. And as you look out onto the lake, you see the clear blue sky reflecting on the surface. The water is completely still and calm, and just next to you is a small rowboat. Take a good look around you and notice what you notice. You step into the boat and you push yourself away from the shore. You begin to paddle the boat out into the middle of the lake. You can feel the muscles of your body working. You can feel tiredness coming into your hands and shoulders, and feel your back muscles working as you paddle yourself into the middle of the lake. And you realize that you're now in the center of the lake. Placing the paddle next to you in the boat, you lie down in the bottom of the boat and you stare up at the blue sky. All of the exhaustion in your body begins to release. You can feel the boat rocking softly to the movement of your breath. You can feel your body floating like the boat floats on the water. The breeze cools your skin as it passes over you, and you can be more relaxed, more confident, more productive just by relaxing even more. Taking a deep breath in, you enjoy the freshness of the air, and your body is completely relaxed, and you notice in the sky above you beautiful fluffy clouds, and your body feels as soft as the clouds, and you feel like your body is drifting past the clouds. It feels like it's drifting across the sky. In fact, your body has now become completely weightless. As you float effortlessly in the boat, a good floating, a natural floating. Your trance has completely stilled your mind, and you are learning to overcome your reluctance to be productive and let go. You now realize that the clouds are much lower and almost directly on top of you. Those clouds are fluffy and white and fluffy are the clouds. As you take a deep breath in, you feel and see the clouds entering into your lungs. They're light and soft, and they take you even deeper into relaxation and further from any problems with being as productive as you wish. Deep breath after deep breath pulls the soft clouds into you, until you no longer breathe in the clouds, but rather you have become the clouds. You're soft and light and floating like a cloud. And I don't know if you will forget to remember, to forget how difficult you may have found it to be productive in the past, or whether you will remember to forget to be afraid of being too productive, and whether you will do one or the other, or both, now or later, and it really doesn't matter. Let your mind come to be aware of some part of your life you want to change. Some part that needs a little polish, perhaps. or a major overhaul. That's right. If you have more than one, just choose the one that's eating up more of your emotional and mental energy now. Notice the pictures that come to mind. Notice what you think about first. How do you think about that thing or that issue? If you gave that feeling or set of feelings a name, what would you call it? That's it. It's okay to be disgusted with yourself. The more it stinks, the faster you'll change to a new way of thinking and being super, insanely productive. Check it out in your mind if this feels true. The only reason you haven't got this done until now is because you didn't believe you could make it happen. Now it's time to flip it over. Begin with the feeling. What is the feeling state you'd like to have in place of the ones you got just now? Don't worry about how. Just focus on the feeling for the moment. That's it. Notice how, as you bring the new feeling to mind, that feels better. Put your body in that physiology, the way you hold yourself when you have that good feeling about anything. That's right. How do other people look when they feel the way you want to feel right now? Stand up. Think of a time when you felt certain about anything. In fact, think of a time when you felt unstoppable. Take a deep breath. Feel it inside you. You'll have this thing sorted. You will have this thing sorted. And feel the power of your certain self, your unstoppable, resourceful self, the one that always finds a way. That's right. Breathe it in. And in your mind, repeat these words. I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard. I make it happen. And punch the air as you say it. Feel it. Feel the power of those words and say them again. I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard. I make it happen. Good. Again with me, out loud this time. I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard. I make it happen. That's great. Punch the air, pump yourself up and do it again. I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard and I make it happen. Feel good? Your power is there to change. Now you know your outcome. You know the result you want. You just don't know how it's going to happen. But you know one thing you could do as soon as this program ends. You know one person you could phone, or one email you could send. It could be to anyone as long as you truly believe they can help you achieve your goal, and that you, in your super productive state, can inspire them to pitch in with you. It could be a letter or a phone call to the President of the United States if you really thought that would make a difference to your goal. It could be to the chief of an organization. It might be to somebody you thought you could never bother. But that was when you thought you were without power. Now you can make a difference. What can you do for them that might move them to move for you? That's right. Something comes, the kind of wild thoughts you used to dismiss. Are you starting to lose your belief in the possibilities? Just adjust your physiology. Stand up. Put yourself back in that unstoppable state. Take a breath, punch the air and say out loud, I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard and I make it happen. Get that ball in the air. And you're free to get on with something else. Oh, and there's that to-do list. Who could you delegate some of those tasks to? How many of them could wait? Will the world really fall apart if some of them aren't done today, or even this week? Choose what you want from life. You can have a tidy desk, clean sheets and ironed socks, while your dreams wither and die. Or you can clear enough space to work on your desk, get an assistant to do the rest, and take your sheets and socks to a laundry while you have a life. Stand up, punch the air and say out loud, I'm stepping up. I'm setting a new standard. I make it happen. You've begun your life. But for now, it's time to return to the present moment and to bring with you your new awareness and ability to look forward to thinking and acting truly productively. You will begin to make the journey back. Take a breath deeply into your lungs and once again feel the lightness of the clouds. You see your breath as the clouds flow in and out of you. And you remember that you're lying in the boat. And you again recognize the clouds in the sky above you. You can feel the lightness of the clouds, and you can also feel the floating of the boat. You're ready to sit up in the boat and paddle back to shore, and as you paddle back to shore, you will bring with you your new decisions, and be unafraid of being insanely productive and letting go. You're paddling back to shore with a complete new mindset. See yourself sitting in the boat and paddling happily back to the shore, paddling productively. And as you come closer to the edge of the lake, you realize how beautiful your surroundings are. You feel like you're coming home. It feels good to come home to yourself, doesn't it? As the boat reaches the edge of the lake, you step out and feel the ground under your feet. You know that you're supported by the earth. This boat has carried you into your subconscious, and in your subconscious you've made great discoveries about how to be super productive. Now the boat has brought you back, and you stand again on the shoreline of your life. And as you look at the lake in front of you, you realize that it is the mirror of your life. It's calm and clear, isn't that so? With this calm and clear mind, you now come back into your body, ready to move on and make your life truly, massively productive. On the count from 5 to 1, you will leave the shore and come back to your body. 5, feeling strong. 4, feeling productive. 3, ready to come back. 2, taking a deep breath in. 1, exhaling and opening your eyes. You've completed your journey. You may choose to rest or sleep, or you may choose to rise and be active. Know with certainty that each breath you take will deepen your conviction. You're confident and strong, and you've created positive energy. You're most definitely headed in the right direction. So be strong, confident, and productive. And know that you have the power to change. You're bound to have great success. Thank you for listening. Please return to this recording daily or as often as you feel necessary. It will continue to support you on an ongoing basis, and repetition will reap rewards. This special hypnosis audio session is by hypnosislive.com.